Hello folks, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be covering a topic I did not expect to cover, and that is the Fischer Easy Skins for the S-bound line of skis. It turns out this is timely because Tom M just released a video covering it, so did Crumholds. I guess it's come up on the telemarktalk.com forum. As you'll notice in my footage here, the snow wasn't particularly deep, especially at the lower elevations. I was skiing a bike trail just kind of behind our neighborhood. And while we've had a really wet winter here in western Colorado, a lot of that has come in the form of rain recently, and that kind of washed away some of the snow. So you'll see that I was skiing sort of some mud sometimes some icy conditions. And my real intention in shooting this footage was to use it in a video where I'll compare kind of the snow climate of western Colorado with the climate around the Continental Divide and then eastern Colorado. But because I was skiing some parts of a trail I had never skied before in less than ideal conditions, I brought along my Easy Skins, just in case. And as it turns out, the footage ended up being a pretty good review of at least a particular use case of the Easy Skins. Pertinent to my review is the fact that I will pretty much go out of my way to avoid using skins ever. So I'm a cross-country downhill skier, right? Part of the appeal of using cross-country gear to me is that you can go uphill and downhill with pretty much no transition. I do not like stopping to put skins on and take them off. So far, all of this footage is from the 500-foot climb up the bike trail to the top of the ridge. And you can see that I am stubbornly doing whatever it takes to not use my Fischer Easy Skins. Here I am backsliding, trying to climb all ski poles, and there are just enough inflection points, I guess, if we want to call them that, where the terrain goes from uphill to downhill, even on the climb, that I did not want to sacrifice any glide on the downhill sections. I want to enjoy those sections, and I figure I can just grin and bear it and make it work on the uphills. As proof of just how stubborn I am about refusing to use skins, in this clip you'll see the moment where I gave up on just using my scales, but instead of popping the skins on, I popped the skis off and just boot packed the rest of the way. Using skins would have easily solved all these problems I was having. Anyways, one way or another, I finally made it to the top of the ridge. And now it was time to have some fun. Or so I thought. Brutal. I think at this elevation, about 500 feet above my house, precipitation had fallen as all snow recently, but I soon discovered that maybe the warm couple of nights that we'd had transformed the snow. This is an overgeneralization, but usually snow is either light and fast or thick and slow. This snow was thick and fast. It's like the warm nights had kept the crystals from bonding together or something. So it was heavy, but unsupportive and really fast. Made it so that it was hard to steer your ski through, but you weren't able to float on top of it. Just very odd skiing. As I tried a couple downhill runs on this open meadow, I quickly lost all confidence in how my return trip would go. Because of this difficult skiing snow and at the lower elevations, the ice and mud and generally shallow snowpack, I started to worry that I wouldn't be able to have enough control on the twisty, windy trails combined with the drop-offs on the sides. I kind of assumed that I would just reach a point where I would have to pop my skis off and boot pack the rest of the way down in order to stay safe. I finally bit the bullet and decided to just put the Easy Skins on. It'll help me get up out of this meadow. And up to this point, I'd say this ski outing, other than some nice scenery and some good exercise, it had been a big failure. Here I am with the Easy Skins inserted on the bottom of the ski, and I'm climbing up out of the meadow, and there's no surprise, it's working great. Everybody knows that's what skins do. They help you climb and make it a lot easier. I still had no intention of posting a review of the Easy Skins, because so far, they had only done the obvious. They helped me climb. The reason I'm posting this review now is because of how effective they were on the downhill. This is where I really came to appreciate the Fischer Easy Skins. They basically saved the day and turned this awful outing into a lot of fun on the return trip.
I'm wearing the Easy Skins to reduce my glide, but I don't think they're going to reduce my glide as much as I'd hoped. They're still pretty glidey. So at some point here, I'm just going to have to pop the skis off and boot pack the skin track, although this seems to be multi-use. A lot of different types of foot traffic. Definitely noticed at least one other set of ski tracks though.
You can hear from my in-the-moment commentary my early skepticism. I was not a convert yet.
Look at all this. It's a lot of glide. It's fun right here, but some parts of this trail are steep and windy. It's made for hiking and biking, and it's got steeps going into hairpin switchbacks.
Clearly, I was surprised at how much glide I still had with the Easy Skins on. I'd put them on to increase my friction with the snowpack, and here I was still zooming along, still having to check my speed, still having to go into the snowbank on the side of the trail to try to slow myself down, and just generally manage my descent.
Here's where I popped the skis off on the way up. Couldn't make it up that. I'm sure I could have with the Easy Skins.
Little by little, as I was able to manage my descent around switchback after switchback, I started to change my tune and become pretty pleased with the amount of glide that the Easy Skins had. There was just enough friction to keep me safe, but I was definitely skiing, not plodding. And whenever I came to slight uphills, I was able to accomplish my constant goal of zero transition skiing.
So far, not so bad with the Easy Skins. With the deep powder on the sides, I'm able to keep my speed in check enough and stop when I get to the hairpin turns. We'll see how far I can keep doing that.
By now, I was undeniably having fun on the descent, but I was also still operating under the assumption that I would have to take the skis off whenever the snowpack got shallow, muddy, or icy. Here I am negotiating yet another switchback, and if I'm sliding like this with skins on, that this is definitely steeper than it looks in the camera.
This is not improving my telemark turning ability at all, but it's still fun. It is giving me a new hack for just doing some downhill and having that kind of thrill and keeping it manageable.
By now I was getting a little lower to the point where the snow was different, shallower, and the going was going to be a little tougher. So far, so good, though.
These Easy Skins are saving me a lot of time on the ski out, and they would have saved me a lot of time on the ski up too. I should have just used them, but I'm stubborn. Whoa, where'd that go? Weird. Well, I managed to find my lost basket. I guess that symbolizes how thick this snow is. All right, back to it.
After that funny little mishap, I was reluctant to use my poles and stick them in the snow again. You know, I guess if your poles are being suspect, that's just another situation where Easy Skins can be a little helpful. And you'll still be able to climb, you'll still be able to check your speed. I was now getting to the parts where on the way up, I thought that for sure on my descent, there was no way I was going to be able to keep my skis on. But with the Fischer Easy Skins, I also decided to push my luck and see what kind of problem solving I could come up with. Again, I hate transitions.
Lame.
So here you can see what my solution was. This was that shallow, muddy spot from earlier, and I decided to just go backwards and rely on the grippiness of the skins to keep myself from sliding.
Easy Skins, please do not be angry with me. Please keep gliding.
I did end up with a little bit of moisture on the skins, but it was easy enough to kick that off, and I saved myself from gouging my skis on any rocks.
Let's see. There we go.
And we're on the move again. Normally, I never would keep skiing stuff this shallow and this rocky. Easy Skins were the only reason that I felt I might be able to get away with it. And get away with it, I did.
Well, I was positive I would not make it this far still on skis, so Easy Skins are helping me out a ton. The best part is I'll get home sooner, increasing my odds of being allowed to ski again at some point in my life. And I'll be able to see my canvas a little more.
Well, Easy Skins delivered me back to familiar territory. I decided it wouldn't kill me to transition one last time. I knew this final little stretch and that I could do it without the Easy Skins and that there would be snow. Because the Easy Skins are just a partial mini skin, not only do you glide better with them, but I find it also makes the transition easier because you have a tiny little pouch that you stick them in that has Velcro, and then you can just stick that somewhere on your backpack on the outside instead of having to take your backpack off, unzip it, put the skins in, zip it back up, put it back on, buckle yourself up, and then head out again. And as you're watching me take the skins off, I want to mention that you can go watch Tom M's video on taking the Fischer Easy Skins off while keeping your skis on your boots. Again, it's all about having less painful transitions. So now I'm back on old familiar ski trails, skiing without the Easy Skins now, and that's a wrap on my review. If you think you'll be in the type of situation that I was in today, maybe you've got a fairly extended descent or climb, really I should use them on the climb as well, and the conditions are such that you're not very confident, you can put the Easy Skins on and still have a pretty enjoyable descent. Of course, just like fish scales and wax, skins will behave a little differently depending on the type of snow. But I do think that over the course of my 500 feet of vertical on this outing, I encountered pretty much every type of snow, from soft to icy to thin to even dirt, and the skins performed well on all of it. So all in all, because they helped to keep me safe and allowed me to still have fun doing so, I'd say that these Fischer Easy Skins will get me skiing places that I otherwise would never ski without them. So thanks for joining me, and that's my unexpected review of the Fischer Easy Skins. Compatible with the Fischer line of skis that have the Easy Skin insert, such as the S-Bound 98s or the S-Bound 112s. Adios.